The stairs. In the town where I grew up, there was a staircase in the woods. Back then, back in the 70s, we used to play in the woods atop a hogback ridge which overlooked the river valley, away from the prying eyes of adults, from any adult supervision. Our parents had no idea where we were, and never questioned us as to where we had been all day. Most of the time we explored nature, but sometimes we found stuff. Once, a discarded mattress. Once, some adult magazines. Another time, an abandoned 51 Ford. The summit of the ridge was a real party spot, and sometimes we found all kinds of empty beer bottles, which we took back to the store at 2 cents a bottle. But the strangest thing we ever stumbled across was the stairs. It was an actual flight of new-looking wooden stairs, standing alone in a gloomy section of the woods, where the trees grew thick and dark. How many steps were there? 13. I counted them. I was with a couple of buddies the day we first saw the stairs, and to be honest, we didn't think they were all that strange. You see, we lived in a town with a lot of construction going on, a lot of new houses being built, so we would have simply regarded it as another building site, if it hadn't been sitting in the middle of the woods, atop an isolated ridge. So, naturally, we climbed to the top, right? Nope. Nope. For some reason, we all hesitated. Of course, Big Rick tried to talk me into it, and when I still hesitated, he sneered, "What? Are you chicken?" "After you," I said, pointing towards the stairs. But Rick didn't climb them either. None of us did. There was something, some sense of foreboding that warned us off. News of the strange stairs soon spread among all the local kids, and most of them came to gaze at them in wonder. But no one ever tried to climb them, which is exceedingly strange in itself when you come to think of it. Another thing that's strange is that after we looked at the stairs a few times, we kind of forgot about them. I don't remember anyone even talking about them after we started high school. Sometimes I wonder if they're still there. I did, however, have one truly weird experience with the stairs. For some reason I can no longer recall, I was all alone in the woods that overcast day. Where the other kids were, I don't know. I think I was probably looking for them when I arrived at the stairs and got a shock. An old man was coming down the stairs. He was a funny-looking old dude, and he was dressed funny too, not like a normal adult from back then. He was all in jeans, including his jacket, while on his head was what appeared to be a red baseball cap. His feet were bare, or at least he was wearing Jesus boots, sandals without socks. He had a full white beard, and for an instant, just for an instant, I thought he was Santa Claus. He was looking at me funny. Heck, he was staring at me. And then he said my name. My name! "How did you know my name?" I yelled, now totally scared. I don't know how to explain this. Explain it that it makes sense. But I'm you. Older, but I'm you. Oh, the guy was nuts or drunk or whatever, so I took off. I could hear him yelling after me to stop and that he only wanted to talk to me. But I kept going. I figured the guy was some kind of pervert. Still, I never told anyone about it. It was like I was ashamed or something. I don't think I ever visited the stairs again, and like I said, we all just seemed to forget about them. And, like I said, I wonder sometimes if they're still there. I hadn't been back to my hometown for nearly 15 years when I went back in order to attend my cousin's funeral. I stayed in town a few days, visiting old haunts. Old haunts. And one day, I decided to go and see if the stairs were still there. They were. The stairs were standing alone in the same gloomy section of the woods, a spot where the trees grew thick and dark. That was amazing in itself, but even more amazing was the fact that the stairs showed no sign of wear and tear or weathering or vandalism. They looked exactly the same and as new as they had looked when first seen back in the 70s. There were still 13 steps to the top, and this time, I was determined to climb them. Not that I didn't hesitate. I was alone after all. But what could really happen, eh? And so, I ascended. At the top was a landing where I was level with the tops of the trees, and through the foliage on the other side of the river valley, I could see cars racing along the Queen E, the Queen Elizabeth Highway. Across the landing, another flight of stairs led back down, and at the base of the stairs, I saw a kid. He was about 13, with shoulder-length brown hair and John Lennon-style glasses. He was dressed in an old yellow t-shirt, blue corduroy pants, and black high-top sneakers. The kid was me. Me! I seemed to be staring at myself. I mean, staring at the kid I had once been. And the kid was staring back at me in fright. I called out to him, by name, his name, my name, which made him look even more frightened. "How do you know my name?" he yelled, totally scared. Somehow, we were reenacting the strange encounter from so many years ago. I started down the stairs towards him, and as I did, I said, trying to stay calm, I don't know how to explain this. Explain it that it makes sense. But I'm you. Older, but I'm you. The kid that was me, took off. I stumbled down the stairs after him, and as I did, I called to him, Wait up. I've got so much to tell you, so much to warn you about, so you don't make all the mistakes I made, so you'll have a better life than mine. Wait! It was no use. He, me, was gone. Oh, well, I told myself, no matter. I know where he lives, where I used to live. I'll go there, and he'll have to listen to me. He'll have to. And it will be great to see Mom again. Mom, when she was young and alive, and see all the kids from the old neighborhood. But it was not to be. I hadn't walked more than 100 yards when the skies began to darken, even though it was only mid-afternoon, and fog began to roll in. Thick, slimy, opaque fog. I was suddenly very frightened, and for one mad instant I thought, what if I can't get back? Can't find the stairs? What if I'm stuck here? Stuck in the past? I was quickly able to find the stairs and stumbled up and over it and came back to 2023. As I walked back to my rental car, I didn't bother to turn around. Instead, I was thinking. It's really true. It's really true when they say you can't go home again. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories featuring such cryptids as the night floaters, werewolves, and the black-eyed children. So again, please consider subscribing. Please help me to reach my goal of 2,500 subs. Till midnight. Cheers. Pictures used in today's video, courtesy of Pix Here, that's PX Here, while the music was the beautiful and heartbreaking Disintegrating by the incredibly talented Mayu. Thank you for listening.